Sports. Kessben Sports.
Midweek edition. Kessben 93.3 live on Kessben television. Emrason say dia gudi mun semno ebro baby a obia ye chiao emobia chi eba gudi mun semno pa bia di ebremo Tony atrase e dia mono semno ebre yen say de bia no pa ye no ansa na fie semno so ye de atoaso amamo odi message eba fafa ye WhatsApp line 05515999933 05515999933 move messages no emra na yankinkan emfa emamu Tony Montana so who ye na se kwan na abiedia yidim say latest transfer stories ahodo nyina no odi ebebrain before say the first ebeba no yenim de betimi asi Kylian Mbappe Madrid at table 137 million. Somebody wura PSG akofa Kylian Mbappe ombesom ana omu ensom emun sensem bebrebe yes atete kra say ebetimi aye possible say Ronaldo ebefree Juventus na wa join Messi ewo PSG Tony nsem we no possible hey ensembeni ayo sanso na Man City omunya Harry Kane achi digra still omani edinachi den latest any other transfer stories I would do nyina no ye de ebebremo Tony Montana ekrado de ebre cup games I would do I koso ewo miamia I would do ewo Europe nyina Tony ababa no odi ehonsem ebre Paralympics latest stories and so koso after Olympic games nyina nimse Paralympics and etwaso ewo micronemu de koso nyina no Tony and so ababa no edi ebre ko Africa de koso ewo Africa mem Ali under Piso Misumani omo entimi anye Egyptian league no Zamalek Tony ababa no edi ebre ansana abagana na ya stories ahodo ekoso ewo omaimu Montana de Tony
Godfather
ansana no dim say ene Reverend Obi
yeah
the birthday
and that the birthday
yes
to Adaroma when so na sports screen and
yes
I wish
na ya wishi Reverend Obi happy birthday soon kokra fia obia ni age obia esre nyakopon shira ene na somdwe edema Reverend Obi Reverend nyakopon the favor so nko de agusu no onkoso na onfa ngusu mo na yenshira fama obia enya Ghana hankwa wiase afa na nyina ye we so happy birthday nyakopon koso anu nshira omai ye do kwan so nkoso kra Reverend Obi nyamishira happy birthday Tony.
Well, yeah, now we're so near him. Some echo so uncle for a cross in Tiaman Tiafon and Falquaba. As usual, and joining feed on Facebook at Kessben FM on Facebook, Kessben FM on Facebook, all like here. Now we share I'm a BBA and so at me so kama pa. Enti Kessben FM on Facebook, all like here. Now I share Najmedi and so at me as Pinano and so at me as Italian Shasia, FM Free and Cassia, Dim, every Breman Sana, Yahe mainstream Europe, Egyptian League, Enra, and Zamalek, at me Bomodia, Etime we etoswa Makuma Dubako, and now Zamalek etim Agnes surprisingly El Alia, Air Ravas no Zamalek edge 13th title, Zamalek edge number 13, not just El Ali, Ajomodia. I'm 42 times. Not just say a be a womje papa. Na enra Zamalek before the game. Now say a crucial movie near on my Alpha League no or my winia Bibia ebetime sinti even before kickoff mpo Zamalek fans some young kwada and kwada under age mpo a video e come out players ne say kwan bia so winning match no na trophy no emra Zamalek room ho yentie fans of Ali and kwada message a e come out players before even kickoff mpo etimi eba so.
يلا يا شيكا ناقص الحلم تكة وناخد الدوري اوه زملكاوي اوه زملكاوي تحلكوا يا رجاله الدوري يا زمالك الدوري يا شكبالة الدوري يا زمالك الدوري يا بن شرقي وان شاء الله الدوري في متعوب
الدوري يا زمالك الدوري يا ابطال
الدوري يا زمالك الدوري يا ابطال الدوري يا زمالك الدوري يا ابطال الدوري يا زمالك الدوري يا شيكا الدوري يا زمالك الدوري يا ابطال الدوري يا زمالك الدوري يا امام عاشور الزمالك الدوري يا شيكا الدوري يا زمالك الدوري يا جزيري
الدوري يا زمالك الدوري يا بن شرقي.
So Fefi, I must support Zamalek into go Zamalek go no any message even before some game bumbo nap and Kodano at the message and my any memo me just underage or more a support for my club and sweep papa to say bia waba Ghana ha name Koda support to Kotoko and as has not before a crucial game I win now league no and Koda message out or more answer at the command players and no now game no air cost na Zamalek SH2 even referee be pompo Zamalek officials and the players are more to bench. Now I'm very, very anxious. Come on, yanka referee ponses here. Na title no enso entimi enro mo 70 ahwe na yentie time na Zamalek officials no ejina am touchline echi ansana referee pon ya mutimi tisi pa.
Ene ehwe.
I no nie.
Wow, Facebook.
Eno nie.
Wow.
Even before referee pono Omokwan won fast celebrate referee point kwan on fast celebrating and in the life Kessben televisions the last time Moji League no was way back 7 years ago 2014-15 season the last Zamalek for Etmaji League na Enra trophy number 13 league no omo enso etimi afa now from the stadium to Manchester team hotel ho na enye easy even bus nimpo every stadium akọ hotel ho no fans no ediani mama nwom no etimi eto aso ya hwe ne nti na makakra Zamalek fans ne players no
Hatofuk ejili Ghana na mo Germany musumu ntiase mo de koso Cairo
Zamalek
mo de koso Cairo what
flames in them the beer so red
what 7 years na obi 11 to 12 years oni bida na ojinania Muslim big club it is Zamalek. Mamu de koso Cairo. Wa mo share live on Facebook. Kessben FM on Facebook. Yanko Tony.
Sir Johnny Akon El Ali Pistol Mesumani akasa omo entimi amfa league no ose 10 months eni adwuma alifo abono ebre abam say the players no omo abre akwantuo no edos titles so agege bi anti Egyptian league no entimi anje no enhye da enye problem because players no omo legs very very tight enti nsema pizzo odi atuja.
مفيش طاقة بقى بشكل واقع خلاص فقدنا الطاقة تعبانين لعيبة مرهقة.
We were a little bit tired.
ومنهكين ومتعبانين في آخر الموسم.
We are human beings.
واحنا طبعا بني آدمين في الآخر.
You must know this past 10 months.
من 10 أشهر دلوقتي بنلعب.
We won the dowry.
كسبنا بطولة الدوري.
We won the Egyptian Cup.
كسبنا كأس مصر.
We've won the Super Cup.
كأس السوبر.
We've won 2 Champions League.
سوبر أفريقيا يعني واثنين بطولة أفريقيا.
And we won the medal for Africa in the World Cup.
وميدالية برونز خدناها أفريقيا في كأس العالم للأندية.
Against teams like Bayern and Palmeiras.
لعبنا على فرق كبيرة زي بايرن ميونخ وزي بالميراس.
And we have had 5 players going to the Olympic Games.
وعندنا برضو خمسة من اللاعبين من قوام الفريق بتاعنا راحوا المنتخب الأولمبي لعبوا أولمبيين.
And we have had more players than any other team in the Egyptian national team.
وفي المنتخب الوطني لعبت الأهلي أكتر من لعيبة أي نادي تاني عندنا.
Same as with the Olympic team.
برضو المنتخب الأولمبي فيه لعيبة من الأهلي أكتر من أي نادي تاني.
And we played many games.
ولعبنا ماتشات كتيرة برضو في
We've been to South Africa.
ولعبنا في
We've been to Sudan.
رحنا السودان لعبنا في
We've been to Kinshasa.
رحنا كينشاسا.
We've been to Qatar 2 times.
ورحنا قطر مرتين.
We've been everywhere.
ورحنا في كذا حتة لفينا كتير لعيبة.
At the end of the day.
وفي الآخر طبعا.
After all this that I've mentioned.
بعد كل الحاجات اللي قلتها لكم دي.
We were a little bit tired.
طبعا طبيعي إن احنا تعبانين شوية ده شيء.
But we fought for the dowry.
في الآخر.
Pistol Mesumani Papa Nankasa coach Eddie Emma El Ali league no watch 42 times afu enkwano mo ntimi anje coach no Emma reason dia ko ba ya omo enso ntimi anje the 10 months enie omo anje 2 Champions League FIFA Club World Cup on so mo koye ekoje a medal omo any big class Bayern Munich top class in equation aye and up an Egyptian Cup no mo etimi anje omo anje trophies be national team so am Ali e produce players Emma national team Olympic Games even Egyptian men national team po mo produce players na just so bia no ultimate years production bi enso e de Emma ne man no nti we any reasons nti peso gidi pass league no omo enso entimi anje amfansi omo na so enough of Egyptian source na fe ento so na yenwem our mainstream European yenwem our transfers na Kylian Mbappe Luton enra na Madrid official bid 137 million pounds omo enso ko fa Mbappe na bid that wakodu Paris afei na Paris Saint-Germain for a steady bid no mo rejected there na nso bibia enso ebetimi ye ne Fabrizio Romano no I'm transfer guru ebane transfer spadia oka e de said ya type no pepepe na happen na waboy mu nchemu yentensema Fabrizio Romano e fa Mbappe transfer bidder eno so ekono
from Real Madrid for Kylian Mbappe. So the bid is on the table. Paris Saint-Germain confirmed that they received this bid today from Real Madrid in the evening, directly from Florentino Perez working on this deal. So there is the bid from Real Madrid, as I said, 160 million euro. And let's clarify that English clubs, guys, despite some rumor, they are not in the race for Kylian Mbappe. So no Liverpool and no other English clubs as of now in the race for Kylian Mbappe. But this summer, guys, and in the future, Real Madrid are the big favorite for Kylian Mbappe. But what's happening, guys, now? From what I'm told, Kylian Mbappe wants to go to Real Madrid. This summer or next summer as free agent, his desire is to go to Real Madrid. And that's why he turned down 3 different proposals from Paris Saint-Germain to extend his contract. That's why the player is hoping to join Real Madrid, if not this summer, next summer. It depends by the clubs. At the moment, there is no
transfer expert Fabrizio Romano and yet can see Mbappe 3 times and a Paris Saint-Germain for say can the contract no or be renew at the 3 times and what can do on the best either this summer or next year summer for free. It's only the person Paris Saint-Germain for and so a German course so dear say no English club no race Muson and so ebetimi aka Kylian Mbappe Luton no pa ho Ronaldo so yentie and say Paris Saint-Germain omo empeno omo enyoma jesuma go fa Ronaldo e dey pass the speculation say ba say Ronaldo betimi abehye Mbappe na Paris Saint-Germain for the omo enye ready say omo kwa fa Ronaldo enso abani agent no try so betimi alpha player no e dey Man City any club ne agent no Jimenez any Man City for no can Sarkin Amadia omo enso emefa si Ronaldo no be sina kan enso emfa Man City omo enso club no eno Arsene Wenger former manager Emma Arsenal say 20 FIFA for and ejuma enra or Liverpool 20 complex and you say last year FIFA best awards no and I'm covering players and officials no and team am podium or I'm a juma award enra and Arsene Wenger FIFA for summer na Liverpool 20 complex so e dey say awards no e koma omo na yentie na hwe kwan ya presentation no and no sitimi course. Now, okay, presentation at the Emma players last year. Omo PMO FIFA, omo best 11 Enra, Alisson Becker, Enyabi, ya Samson Trent Efane de Van Dijk Efane na for Thiago Alcantara, and so etimujene de kama manager. So last year, member coach in Ekoi, Edman Jurgen Klopp and presentation, and no so timi course kama Arsene Wenger. On no time no turn Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Emma Liverpool to Enra, ono sinya kwenya, and so Asian the former player now. Omo and so etimi edin komo. Yan coach Chelsea as well before. Said Chelsea Ekofa Lukaku no omo yesa omo pe Erling Braut Haaland every Dortmund ya we mu kire say an agent Mino Rola or demanded say akodan a week or say Chelsea for Chanika £820,000 £820,000 we can see car na Mino Rola person oje Emma Erling Braut Haaland pa ho agent fee no na ono enso agent £34 million and on sika ono edge and Saturday and player no are making available say Chelsea for and so a bit in Dortmund for and so a team are negotiating at a 29 hour ho Jack Wilshere or consider so very time because they say on a team the any yakran say neba every son said daddy you are only 29 now so club will be a MFA adentia or just our comment na hand year playing football no ono enso you know say ono enso a bit team are retire say Premier League na be official all the clubs will be a so enjoy a money player and so team FIFA international duty and from the country na dia ban say FIFA e betim dia so twen and so team e di amomo Sergio Roberto and Busquets almost sika no beti so ama Barca for and so team enya konya wejbo ne ba forma na almost team a registration kakra what do you know some the doors in FNC
some no had you 9-year-old boy
yeah
and obusa na papa say in the team bia nto
you are only 29 unyini kra
29 years I na team bia meto. Oh,
I say comment now.
I had dream, Papa, but do job of Wow. Good morning to you and the crew. Can your guys let us know if any the Guinean team is going to play have any national player in their setup? Shaddai, South Intereso, Unaudi way and so Ebre. Afe way and so free Asisirua Baroski. Kudos to Radio Voca for his call up to the Congolese national team once again. Heart of Oak, our team never disappoints. Phobia, fully focused. Baroski, I don't know. Kwame, Mickey, that is a
General me who na so e
Nakopadum. Bibia eyepa. Nipa hwiase ne na wiye.
Debi. Nipa so
bibina so hwiase no wiye no.
Debi the downfall of a man. The downfall of a man is not the end of his life.
Yes.
Hwiase no sorry.
Yeah.
Na wa ba out big time. Yes.
Baba. Adibi na ofam na obeba shine what na botre. Enya we hoda.
Debi.
Wonkwa wo ade
nyina.
Nyame kwan ketua bisu odo be fam ema oso sa kan de.
Ade ntrana.
Koso abompa sisi mi so na me kana no pay.
Ekutie ni bidira.
No, sisi mi so.
Ekutie boba. Bidim kwazo ti.
Sisi mi so.
Untibu ba.
Na me kasa kire mi nuanom ni me ma na me bibia wa.
Yo.
Set. We are now from Nyabutre what? Why?
Oyari na untimi ma oba ninje no. Nyabutre. Abako.
Boni awayi na se bonifati.
Le ya me mbo. Le ti mo ba ninje.
Ure yonko.
Mko.
Ako po vodi. Ozinye
see ya na me sumeye. See ya na me sumeye. Agbonyum.
Yonko.
General.
Yonko. Say doko. Yonko.
No, man. Hey, what did you say the Puma? No, let me see. Ale, Puma me. Dependable herba, semi fan to him, and then pay woman in draw would draw their big jasso. A drum with your baby say, woman their doom co ointment, a your co drew, a doom queplex, a woman sight when you want dear a doom W and G capsules, a mixture, a solver STDs problems, white, gonorrhea, syphilis, adom natural tonic, appetite, ubenyebi, mojane swateno, ebaba back at your mouth, adom malakio mixture, malaria, ebre, body pains, ebetuase at your mouth. Where you do a dependable herbal for daruma, and a woman day abejaso. Bet dear a ye, na ucha bet, na bedi, na one sign kawusika dear, and then a money a reward. Bet dear, and yes, so sorry, no kujina daibimu, so kucha bet. Tina ufie, tina office, tina ukemu, baby wo biano, obetime chow bet no, udi ya nya seni momo, at your bar phone so. Great odds, any baby also chow bet. Yen, ucha bet na udia. Udia within 1 minute, 2 minutes, now saka osika. Great odds. And no so before phone. No call www.greatodds.com.gh. Oko ya. Ohoni biya fe na be twa bet no. No we twa bet yes ya fi. And that's 1 week a day enemy. Predicted 12 games. Predicted 12 games. Not 12 games ni na be mawa. Ya be ma 50,000 Ghana cedis. 50,000 Ghana cedis. Se 12 games na mbem. 10 games etim bem. Ya be ma sika. 8 games etim bem. Ya be ma sika. And nunti and a gaming commission of Ghana. Aji great odds atum. So many betting company omo Ghana ha. Utra bet na udia. Unsabeka. Undi 18 years mentwa bet. This way the 18 years and said we timako akutra bet ewo a great odds for home and no any city ultimate fashion and furniture city eto nyama papa wedding engagement asori uko dinner office ntade unya suit unya blazers for when it's ultimate fashion and furniture city yebeboa ama wonsa etimi akebi yawadum yene pieces one about no edi nhwanimu your number 0209 136 733 Suzy Herbal Center. Omedi Sibi Malakio abedwaso. Sibi Malakio na malaria fever dro, typhoid fever dro, general body pains, high body temperature, and no so be pay dro bi no wanom. Ebetu ase e de amount. Men no medro esroso yare. No medro etu yare ase. Ebi ni Sibi Malakio. A2 o malaria na se o typhoid fever no o body pains no o high body temperature no A2 ase e de amount. Jenico orange juice e de pa orange juice de wonum a no num de no so num a no nya so mfaso. Jenico orange juice no rich in vitamin C and untebe boa ma covid untimi nya bi etimi boa ma immune system no ahode bem wo ye party eye inshemu bia wo ye bia pe drink akwase de eye Jenico orange juice ni ebi adonko original hand sanitizer and no kum any virus I would on a dosum me first show teams coronavirus pe and all there were a lot of viruses almost ebo jaswa when start touch nyama no etimi bansa ho wo dwom uso sikem wo store uso sikem uso nyemem anytime they say sanitizer ben na sanitizer be ben dia eya donko original hand sanitizer no and no betime kum virus bia e de amount if say alcohol wom adulso Suzy Herbal Center woman the Sibi men capsules na Sibi men capsules na boma bema ojonso na wo problem wo no ojonso na do sa na mo je di eche no ojonso na do so na bema mu ya no e Sibi men capsules and the best solve problem na ma Sibi women capsules e wo dwaso wo ba besia wo ye sex I want de ayaw na wote wasi wono ekuro ba ho wo discharge bomade na kope Sibi women capsules ni binom and no and the best solve a problem a day amount Sibi soap e wo dwaso pedicure manicure e Sibi soap and no and a ebeboa Promacedo Ghana Limited woman am the cowbell product abe dwaso woman the cowbell milk aba milk there cowbell na de and na wodin wom yes so the cowbell gold aba and we a beverage se wenya no pe wenya bread bi a kope cowbell beverage ni bi gold no na fa boso and na ba mo aduane no de Patrick Natural Health woman the PM capsules aba and na ma bema we bema men na mo so ye bema abra no be shima na ugu hu ni mase no PM capsules emwo na obema sem no entimi mbra ye san so the PV capsules aba PV capsules no eno so beboa ma bema o blood etima circulate bema the blood circulate ya eno boa ma tibi perform ye wo ba besia o blood in circulate ye PV capsules eno we so using Ronaldo Virginia Daromenti
ye be chadie ye be chadie ntentem Tony Montana dien na ye di che aye ready ana okay mo hwe mo di achi live ewo Facebook eho na ye fa ye achede no next week ye be WhatsApp Facebook bamjo hwan phone ni Facebook live mo famra na ye nchemade sisi ai 30 seconds pe na atwam nti mo famra ehwan. Good morning, guys. I'm Omar Radical inside University of Ghana. In fact, the real monster is back at the bridge. Romelu Lukaku. From what I saw last weekend, the Premier League defenders need to add up their games in order to deal with Lukaku. Well, spectacular performance from him. He's just unplayable on the pitch. Very strong and energetic. His inclusion will make Chelsea win the EPL this season. And please tell your panelists to update me on Jules Koundé and Saul's transfer to Chelsea. The sports program is very fantastic. Keep the good work up for Mother Ghana. Analysis and everything is on point. Great job by all standards. Omar Radical, University of Ghana. Dodi Abreye, I don't know. Pamcho, Yansaka win anana.
General Nelson Sujiso Obwa, a branch of the kind of boss, your friend Rio Bano, was it deputy sports minister? Picture the deputy sports minister, dear. Nemum, Diodinechi, and so at the Esiama Amwakun was say Honorable Evans Opokubobi, deputy sports minister.
But I'm a teacher now. Never say the one at the mount.
Where they say, why need the penny ding? It is one penny ding,
especially Obia Coco Body Dean. After all, the now can say, ordinary position the buyer, or no, the more accurate. Yeah, until the Bemado did count.
And yet, Esiama Amwako, Evans Opoku Bobie, deputy sports minister. Nti general onona ene owini ye.
All right. Nti now do number na ka ho 10. So unsa anka na wasan e de afa WhatsApp line so this many me ye. Why? Me expect acha be 20 minutes e secret ni be go phone so. Me nka say Miki ni ayi di ko ba bia ba mfum so ni ba ho. Ana de Miki nya no. I refuse.
For social dam mo refia.
Yeah, refia de. Buwana ojina form ona or the chiche. Or the fans. MP Inside Magazine. Today is my mom's birthday. She's Obapa Joafojo Adwini Ura. Inside in King Kenso. My wish you happy birthday, Obapa. And then your birthday. Abida for me mamu nyina akwa ba mra program iso. And the came wa ha. Franco Naru wa ha. Marie Jata and so Atrasi. Awal Mohammed. Still searching and so Atrasi. Awasaboko.
Yamiadum Seju.
Oh, okay.
So you read our message be a bit me home.
Oh, na kai mai.
We free Ameyao. Ameyao ye Nana Meyao 11 Wonders neba.
Hey, okay.
Or a management member.
Techiman
11 Wonders. Okay. Na onone the message you say ebe solve our problem ni nyina ma yini ya. The meaning.
Oh, your bread do, your bread.
And that's our intime and choose the anache say ye nyina na ebe fa na se bia pa no mpese obe.
Obe ware.
Na che say obi e yina ya bre no.
Adey.
Our city. Say no enyume no de mami. Good evening, bro. I was
Who's can we?
Said you our message in a hunya and come your different message. Okay. Good morning, Nero. There is a pretty 23-year-old virgin lady in Techiman.
Oh, really?
Looking for a responsible man to marry.
Good.
She's a fetish priestess.
Yeah. Convo.
She's a fetish priestess.
Yeah.
Please ask your man if he's interested. I've already spoken to her and she's ready.
Wow. Wow. Obania Comfort.
Comfort.
23 years.
Yeah, 20. Virgin.
Or a virgin. Yeah, wow.
Comfort.
She's one of Comiabo.
If it's an hour,
so now I'll be to Master Sano. No, worry. It's very pretty. I'm saying, but Master Sano or two bar no worry.
It's an uncharted territory, say you.
Is what?
An uncharted territory.
Can you cheat?
I'm cheating, yeah, Papa. Okay, no go zone for me there.
No go zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obi
come. Techima no one has a come.
Techima, they say my corn. But or conform.
Now, what means the son of man may Muslim. Now, worry.
You a bad thing.
Komsheni Kunkru Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam time. Uni mama no be amo converted.
Minimsa.
Oh, there no go area ma ho.
Conform convert you no me. No na za pa tell you. Conform convert you no me. Awa we dey no ya.
So na kombre be bi.
Abusun ba so ba be ni ba akwa. Ebi ko akonfo kwa no muta ware abusun. Ebi ko abusun be dey no.
Yes.
I mean, I was saying with
the opa, we talk be keka hun sem dia.
I mean, I with you now remember so we dey. Okay.
Veggie de give bri oh but say all kasa opetenten ani mu akire ni ona oba bre papa wo umpe ko fono so ye fa commercial sakraba na ye ba na fi ye wura ni bre ai
akire du
ye ba si yeah
This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
All right. Newton.
General.
Maintain on Kane.
General.
Yeah.
What do you mean by FNT?
We do by fear, yes. Mashada.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yabasha has given them.
Okay.
Some of board will grow so much from medium to us folk.
Okay.
Game now, the Patrick Razak is starting, you know, moving from the regular 4-3-3 to 4-2-3-1. A foot 290. Now, Bo Salifu as a
classical number 10 na ode banye ne Razak ejina ne nchen no. I think say it was something that show say tactically is so much flexible. On the general, one particular thing I say share game no here you can highlight it maybe so has to go 4 different channels of chances creation, but we are distant shooting from the zone 14 or more place it me shoot here at the ball continent quickly turn my screen so you analyze few chances about game room. So on the screen I has folk line up now and a minute ago na make can was with the double pivot of net any futu or more in the Gina the 3 behind Obin Jr. as a lone striker no Echibani Razak and Salifu as a number 10 behind Obin Jr. So classical 4-3-3 but 4-2-3-1 on the default and a Kotoko Susu team no as usual maintaining 3 central midfielders which to me lacked huge creativity. Mekaka Yeke and Mudasiru and Habib Mohammed and Atumako. Any Janfi are the 2 players are general almost the freedom to move around Fabio Gama on the pitch, and at the end of the day on the pitch once I could so much shape our pitch so one particular thing I may share about Hasfolk team they say anytime piano or more try say ombenya more men or Kotoko box room they had more men within the Kotoko area this is a very tough area Kotoko especially dealing with more playing near quickly or dealing with second balls a bit tougher at the Kotoko. They had so many advantages. I mean, Hasfolk from second boss and first boss, it been a dead ball, and one thing I generally not mention is that anytime Biana Hasfolk defending, they had a man to just win the ball for them. And Sakotoko Echo box, you know, say more Fabio Gama, Emmanuel Janfi, and then Abdumakwa. Nay, so easier. Say Hasfolk, a bit me a containing or threat or not on my neighbor. And one particular thing from the game, Miss also sharing so, me can Saturday say ata Hasfolk. Our men are more picky at the right time. Me Bonnet D, me Bobania D, and me ball Richard Atta. Yes, start this season, Hasfolk fans blame you at so much, and from distance, to me AKP clean sheet and also to me save balls, but then Patrick Asma free kicker or set here from about 35 meter distance, and attack it me save that ball, and it gave an idea. Say initially be and no problem, technically, and no issues with dealing from long ranges because Asma Bono was from a similar distance as general, or to me dealing with that ball, and turn move to me up boy quickly, and he analyzed game and this was Hasfolk it me a starting game having 3 men up front Mekabin Jr. and Osha Soronma I have 5 versus 2 overload but Hasfolk it me build it out through Fatau far right and over send the ball back inside and look into the box of Kotoko always be and Hasfolk planted about 3 players of which who deal with them na Kotoko awareness and from so much. This was a similar situation not Mekan Wasem, and from this distance Patrick Asma had the same distance against Ashgold and on the Kobo goal post, and from here Atta had to come to the occasion. Now Xavier Hasfolk and one particular thing I was also will be me Osha Soroa a Jenfi in Jinasoro, but usually na Patrick Asma na Jenfi are joining box but on this occasion a Jenfi moment and a general or was Rana or Sandy Bonadiaba and Fabio Gama Adomako were the only players na our box room. So even though Jenfi was spaced or bet media progressive bono but analyze the situation and they had very few men in the box and Gama positioner not all Gina about 4 players of Hasfolk in term. So having the quality of this chance now from I did not being the defender no crown na chance no general now analyze this situation. Hasfolk air attack 6 players 6 hooping players and a has the attack so dealing with second balls no na issue so in the box they could stand in triangles. So when the first ball no general the second ball would always be dangerous and Hasfolk air attack they had men in men no muko anytime look at this particular situation. Anytime the American highlight here, they had men in the box. No more tries for second balls on by winning. I'm a situation at the home. These are some of the chances Kotoko deal with. This is the second triangular Kotoko box. So I told you, Kotoko were men in the box, but Hasfolk positioning the way so much solid. Say even though defending poor second balls or Monsabeka, and this ball me highlighted because people feel now look at something. This is Patrick Razak on Yasma. I'm in the box in and Meka marking at the time of Patrick Ajibon box you understand it is 4 versus 2. But Hasfolk able to make a deadly chance out of this because they had always men planted in the box for Kotoko. So second ball by Dahumpa defending it, not just a block Kotoko to win a ball from Hasfolk. And this was one situation at the goal no a buy. Now Jonah look at something. me Salifu wants them say we're involving who so much in creativity for us folk on the lobby bono at the Mat Vuka. Now about 4 players and they surround the Salifu, but there's a big space for Salifu to negotiate and progress this particular ball. But Kotokobe General very, very lethargic. Now Salifu the ball. Now look at something on personal. Me Kapa wants them say on a height or solid defender by general the game reading any awareness at the 0 to me. On a banny in the general who sell general in China and a circle show. On a banny the general. So Obeja Barnier I could follow the action instead of the situation. So turning ball play on the quickly. Apa will leave Barnier was a Salifu Benya born in that particular space. Now a lobby ball not the Barnier. Now look at something. There was 3 versus 1 overload. Uwa Barnier kwana sheni pami and same but nobody absolutely and a market Barnier Habibo ho Apa ho and the Mudasiru 3 strong defenders or players and a general Barnier chain. None of them and a was a Barnier and they connected this ball into the final third. And it was so dangerous for Kotoko because it kept on repeating itself on ball playing in the ankle. So at this point, General say rap box more the weaknesses within the Kotoko back line let's also add down who beam because nobody and a echo General Barnier so and ball is Salifu no the ball possessor Salifu had no pressure on him and the ball on Barnier also had no person or man marking him and Omudi rap boxing. So at the time a ball near Barnier rap boxing no there is another player Habib or General Barnier but because the zone 14 how and 90 everybody free no it was so short. So be Barnier and ball because that ball about outside the box. And it's a turn most time return screen you understand the situation is still team over and over and over and how has for take advantage of certain things. Now look at this situation. Kotoko 8 players in their back line. 8 players have fallen back to defend. But I keep saying say Obana wa mama yejuma wa makrake. Has for 6 players in the Kotoko defense. So has in tackle with 1 player, not 2 and yet 3. They always come in multiple numbers. And who's a Koto has focused on equalize that same number. And this is a particular zone. Because a has focus issue from distance against Olympics net in Yago, against Legon Cities and Sabotre in Yago. And this is one area. Now may suspect say has folk who sees you all channels. This is a shooting spot you can't negotiate freely. Has for Kenya 1 shot free, but look at something. Barnier free in the 6-yard box and another. With no man marking him, and he had that solid connection to the ball general. So 1, the decision making from
Kessben.
Yeah, Mamunina Quababium, Emra, Kessben and 3.3 live on Kessben Television, Musha live. Ewo Encraning Potamunina, Kessben 92.9. Dumienu, Ebepejemu, Ma Ali Baba, Tankambari. From the studios, I won't cry, Kessben 2.9, or the breaking news, and so Abreye. Abono do Sima Eduonu Miensa, Mamunina Quababium, Eba program, so Ekins, the way free setre. I think FIFA should introduce football administrator of the year during FIFA awards because Florentino Perez deserves an award. Bana Zobi Peso kan wasema. Abraham Seba ko say friend chancellor. Also the way by every Ola Girls Senior High School ahafu Kenya say Ola Girls. Kofi akoda. Unko Ola Girls.
Minimum for Kenya about me.
Okay. Chancellor, I'll say greetings to you and your crew. Will your pundits agree with me that the Black Stars' minimum standard at the AFCON lately is the semi-final? I think we should start paying them winning bonuses only after they get to the semi-finals in order not to waste money around and not to celebrate mediocrity. So if the team can't get beyond the semi-finals in the upcoming AFCON, then they also do not qualify for any winning bonus. What do you think? Good morning, Chancellor. Ola Girls. You better say local source in Penifo, but you have 4% much roman you want. Never quite much roman adjoin. And the game, I mean, just from free.
Do you know? Obise say FIFA award na and Kobe expect to say common fa is it administrator
Emma Florentino Perez.
Now Florentino Perez. the entire Sejo Okasa and the Bureau and Marshall Kellen Mbappe bid and penning for the Akon. I want to believe, say, in the Pacrona Kansas, and because of the bid, the ban, I say, Real Madrid at the 160 million euros. Aquacoma Paris Saint-Germain are almost ready that particular bid for Kylian Mbappe. He's one president, means Emre Bibi, but Emre Bian, he tried to keep the status of Real Madrid. Until Edin Obeto, and a Juma the lives of Lorenzo Sanz, the lives of Santiago Bernabeu, Mobeye, and no one Emre Bia Odiso. The Galactico era no no na Dubai or Madrid, because Real Madrid and Ferres Puskas, Roman Copa, or Manya Alfredo Di Stefano, Francesco Gento in one team under Jose Valenga and then Luis Caniggia. But again, after 32 years, I know when the Champions League there, almost Beshe Juventus GB at the Den Amsterdam Arena no. Almost 2 aba. Open your fellow Lorenzo San Elusu ya or not take you over no. Straight away, or the Luis Figo buy, or the Zinedine Zidane buy. And said you, Obia who Madrid winning the Champions League against Team Friend Valencia and again almost Team Friend buying for Leverkusen at the other Champions League debut. From that time, na Galactico Elan, Eja says a berry, and we saw how or did David Beckham, Babeka home, or Kofa Michael Owen buy no cotton actually. Emma Ramon Cadron buy. Ramon Cadron buy one team and live up to the status of Madrid. Into those days, after the damn war and Andy, and there were ordinary players, Nana Madrid air signing, and we saw the lives of Weston Drenthe, Thomas Gravison, and Hamed Atin top playing for Madrid. The moment of Fiorentino Perez buy who say Madrid got 10 years without the Champions League now no Kofa Kaka Karim Benzema then from Olympic Lyon no Kofa Cristiano Ronaldo still name fa na Madrid team competing in the Champions League na Lyon fire their nemesis nti also san Kofa Garibe Babeka hon na Kaka ko off. Let's not forget he brought in Mesut Ozil again. Sejo Sahara na Sahende Ronaldo ko Karim Benzema is on fire. Bagaribe Janedum. Madrid knew a new face. Okofa Hazard by no. Jumadia no more special on the bed no by on Timmy. Full of injuries. And then no can has 32 games and watch for good Real Madrid. And then he will need a new face of the Madrid team. Our person building up a team full of youngsters. Until you check in Nacho, no check Eder Militao. You talk of Vinicius Junior, Marcos Asensio, Rodrigo the goals in that order. Until they will need a new number 7. Our baby shame I the face for Madrid. And no man a debate call for Branty FN Kylian Mbappe. He said, "Oh, what checking the last 21 years or body a certain team 2, 3, 4, 5 years ne gua. No asan share with stars. No asan their build up. A san call for no asan build up with stars. Intiene Benzema Hazard he's or ne we hear Branty FN Kylian Mbappe. Or the neighbor Beckham, no master tries to make put the pace of PSG, the likes of Bayern Munich, Chelsea, Manchester City, and any more in Europe. Tiano na mo bi ka say, Papa, say ye probia odi team anim na ne mo de bo aso ani a. I feel say this opportunity no, and as a award in a manner or deserve. In the last few years, he has won 4 Champions League, and he come back on about 6 UEFA Champions League trophy for Madrid. That is Fiorentino Perez for you. Then was saying baby in recent times. Barcelona decided some Marco Verratti. Before they could say Jack, not bed not buying 2-2-2 for Neymar da Silva Santos Junior, BBR. And no matter for Sergio Ramos, Oma for Lionel Messi, Oma for Guinea Bernardium. Yehu de Mazimino Mirabelli, a try so big keep around the feno, Gigi Donnarumma. But I Siaga, I mean, Wakaku mu PSG. But Real Madrid for the bid the call and said, "You bid near bid ya a swing ya PSG for new who's our money and our name almost steady bid no." Now a lot of questions and Nipa Bebre say, social players available or Paris Saint-Germain. A dear Nama Kylian Mbappe pushing the say Obeko. Because the last time Nipa Paddy and Coca said Mbappe winning on team a friend of Paris Saint-Germain. But the guy feel the time he need to move on. Because so Leonardo in some PAP and Sanya, Leonardo they also him that. Say Kylian Mbappe be decided so be move on. But Nasala like a laugh mum person be give up and almost percent Mbappe still our alternate team in him. Is he going to stay and renew? And why is Mbappe going out? So the reasons in the also. Mbappe is one player who feels that he has arrived. Baby, I do know who say what do don't want to bet me Kobone se no atenam ni agye no so no a face of a team like Real Madrid and only one. Two, so what checking French players now almost certain teams emre bia pesa si akan de ma. It is because of the history of those particular teams. The same team belong to the South Americans. It is what Barcelona from the days of Florencio, he was the first player he regulated the number 10 jersey in the man in Barcelona or Argentina ni. And Evaristo Beto also as a Brazilian and number 10 for Barcelona. It is what check Argentina and Brazil for now. Barcelona catch up Brazil near omre. So the list can go on and on and on. Ubetimi abobosa. So call Real Madrid. Oh, check foreigners or Mobisia Candia Madrid or Modibo Swedina. You talk of the Argentines and then you talk about the French. Omuna Babisia Candia Muti history in the said the French connection and players or Maba Abisia Candia Real Madrid or France for no or Modibo Swedi. Roman Copa won 3 Champions League under Jose Valenga and then Luis Caniggia. For no Cotinechi. Picobri say Christian Karembu. Real Madrid fuck off our Champions League for the first time in many years. No, he was part of that team. On one side, the France team, 1998 World Cup, no, Obiara and feed the days of Claude Makélélé or Real Madrid. Zinedine Zidane and Sundem come into the picture. And then you are talking of Karim Benzema. Let's not forget, said the last 3 Champions League trophy, imagine, a French coach in the Duomoji in Zinedine Zidane. So said, the connection, the French connection in Madrid, Nedao, into Real Madrid players, no, say, France, ni person or Bobo, they met him in Europe, one, or consider Madrid, or consider Juventus, he consider Arsenal and probably Bayern Munich. Two part check his teams now. Juve will not write their history and forget about Michel Francois Platini idea or Yamomo by winning the Champions League for them for the first time. On one side, Momu feet David Trezeguet, a Jumo Bayern Juventus, and again Didier Deschamps, Laurent Thuram, and the last of Patrick Vieira, Thierry Henry at young age. Omkosi Academy team of friend Juventus. It is the connection. Oko Bayern Munich Bayern will not build a team without the French. Into the Bia France for no certain teams are believe say Kosi Academy or more and then Mbappe Akoyi and Mbappe feels Real Madrid is a perfect destination for him. Again, or one player who believe say Emre Di enemy no betimi aje Ballon d'Or. So person aje Ballon d'Or in recent times and the political connection so far as award near concern. Untimi and consider any country abra obey Spain a film and probably Real Madrid. Look at what we see so I know about the ball no. So you no nim that say to get to a time not only at the apex of his career. No Babe just award no. But in Madrid it was feasible.
Untimi winning with PSG. Was our players as is your muku.
To see a baby age idea. Said you or her mom will to be difficult.
Oh sir.
Yes.
Okay.
A beka ko name at the no year in 2014 bia. The obebu bia and your mom you say the mom. Into Barcelona did Champions League in 2014. So what checking from the group stage to the last game, Lionel Messi wasn't the best player. He wasn't the top scorer in that order. But it was Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Cristiano Ronaldo was not better than Neymar in that season. But Neymar could be dead in that particular group. Into Cecilia, baby Mbappe, Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe. No matter performance, I'll be putting up. It will be very difficult to separate the two.
Teams will win the Champions League next season. Where you PSG free?
Because of Mbappe.
You saw now, so where you contender?
So they are the overwhelming favorites.
Yes. It is a Coco Banasa. Mbappe to me winning Ballon d'Or.
No, I'm saying that in pecking order. So it's difficult. Messi, Neymar, Mbappe. He become third now.
What do you mean, you know?
So it is so difficult again to say who within those players. Adding.
Okay.
And so let's not forget about the marketing value and the connection and the politics in this aspect. You don't know the secret behind all these signings. And so it works in football. And then they want it. It is said in the Minor they are banned. Say and tell that say Ellen Halano demanded 820, but I want to say one corner PA. And you don't even know why Messi signed. Maybe it is part of all those things. It is a Messi or her. Say it is so difficult. Say Mbappe catcher or say Kylian Mbappe is going to be the face of the PSG team. He is very much aware. That is why he's pushing. So be free team now.
Okay.
So you get to be on Mino Rolands and Sema Abba say Ellen Alan Ba wa
Manchester. Go figures no
820.
Aye, 820 million, 820,000 pounds a week. Now Opama Ellen Haaland with a 34 million agent fee.
Yes. Oji Pogba the oji
and sign a salary for himself.
For 5 years, no?
For 5 years, 257 million. 57, not 75.
Okay.
257 million pounds. Package, 4 million.
So you no correct.
And sign Erling Haaland.
Slide for no.
No sign for 5 years, yeah.
Hey, saying
257 million pounds.
Wow.
How? Serious.
Salary for or no agent?
Yes.
Deals.
No, but it's a deal anymore. You what you get in
5 years.
Apart from the onward winner over your subsequent scalping is based on the player no age, and then our percentage. Now the player is on if the player is on say 800,000, 820,000 pounds
a week.
So that would translate to 160 plus 2, 3.2. In fact, 3.2 million a month. Yes, sir. And he said, oh, no, so 10% crowd, my that's 320,000. Multiply 320,000 times 12 times 5. And let's see if it's amount to 251. Because the money you earn would come from the actual client. Which is the agent. The club will not be paying you.
Agent be outside the player, no? Sika, no?
No, but why must they pay you?
Free club, no?
No, normally what they do is say in the initial stages, no.
And we no go outside.
In the initial stages, no. And I catch a club and they say, me bro, player. Player number they bro, the major will say. But what must say? One-off payment. Nina tacked to.
So those kind of them one 275.
Okay, maybe they need 257 million.
Oh, dollars and not pounds.
Pounds.
Oh, okay, maybe near euros.
Oh, okay. Wait, pounds.
I may have to read this back.
Okay.
No, they're all kind
of. Football and I say.
No,
820 million. 820,000 a week.
No, I want to say. If no earnings no would amount to accrue to by per your calculation 257 million pounds over 5 years. Now if you look at 20% of plan salary, there's a plan no and no times
34 million pounds agent fee.
And possible.
Okay. When amount Chelsea call Lukaku,
why are you surprised? Frankie de Jong is taking 450,000 euros a week in Barcelona. Frankie de Jong. Okay. He is taking that particular figure in Barcelona. Yeah. So why are you surprised? Coach Matthias de Sika order for Juventus. So it depended the team the pay and the agent in the pay. Mino roll our 23 million pounds for Manchester United for Popo's deal. Gigi Donnarumma then 20 million pounds on OJ for PAG. The agency fee no. And nothing a FIFA cars on be regulate agency fee no did you matem. A cars open and delete FIFA referee yasan. You know what the number did you see can. And said you and no nene I'm checking for figures or modiaba. He's ranked the most influential agent in world football now because of these guys or Paul Pogba. Naturally, be a Paul Pogba actually say Franco Moa Swan dia baby through. Romelu Lukaku need to leave and then Zlatan mo off into Ninkro for more they call Jiska from the market near Erling Haaland and then Paul Pogba and said you only golden jewelry ni Jonathan Bennett money players or Mudomo Bako Jiska because Garibe Mujanetum. Jorge Mendes, Cristiano Ronaldo, and then Sir Jones Asaba last week was a man of respect. But in Cress, they won't want to so new team because you will hold and in terms of finances.
Yeah, but me, I follow this things a lot. If you follow the agency near Omano, Jonathan Bennett have earned money more than Minuela in football.
I agree.
Because you see, Ebia Omo flagship client to say Guy Bale, but they love boys under Jonathan Bennett, especially the English boys. Making NSL. Some of them are unreported. Minuela flamboyant or he did it. Oh no, so Pekasa we did it. Tilibia and a bad one thing. Oh no. But George Mendes money Jonathan Bennett now the Omako beyond agent. To say George Mendes. It's beyond agent. Or super agent. In fact he controls football clubs. Club you are on a football technical director but you know in pseudo way. And on the but on the chile players and on the way this is he controls them. What I say level now here different. But this boy because he talks a lot he makes a lot of noise. Or they say Dimitri they make a lot of noise. I
agree but the market now on the boys there also.
No, just cancel.
Yes, because within the transfer center, one at Jonathan Bennett.
Yeah, a lot of
noise.
But he earns a lot.
One Jorge Mendes guys now no more Real Madrid and no money now fairly in pecking order.
But which transfer will make you apart Lukaku?
No,
who manages Grealish? Are you to understand? Man City to understand. So do you know how much will go to the agent? I want to mention. Listen, when they didn't know.
No.
I'm not saying he's the richest agent.
Yeah.
The American said this time the boy is Newoso. Yeah. That is why he's making the waves. Because the days of James Rodriguez, Cristiano Ronaldo, Fabio Contrao, Pepe. Now women they said because of the Real Madrid connection. Pini Zahavi Basso, Wagner Ribeiro Basso, and all these agents now have Basso. But said Manchester United are ready to give Pogba more. And when you club Pogba, you are talking of Minoriola. Gigi the Roma move yet and the best player of the Euros. Or move to Paris Saint-Germain. When you cry, it is Minoriola. Ellen Haaland will be able to say, "Well, move no move now." Next season, he will join one of the cathedrals in European game. And why Minoriola? He's not the most richest agent now, but as at now, the only guy the golden jewelry in European football. And Uru baby because of his clients.
Yeah, kind of messages, you know, Nasa drew local stories, Nasa Poso Kasa Kakrafanwa. And so a lot of them, no, and were stories, no, emu dada. Yeah, share the Sabit, a subontin, with the free Takra de Abreye. Or say, how on earth can the MPP government refuse to pay CK Akono for the work he's done all these months? Jesus Christ. It would have been a different story altogether if it had been a white man. The GFA should not be blamed in any way because they didn't hire the coach. Wow. Takra de Sabit, meaning Munchonto. You do what some person kaka kasa fanwa and some of them Sergio, the sports colossus Mr. Kobrayeboa has trended for the past few days on social media for suggesting that CK Akono should consider taking Asamoah to the next year's AFCON. With your indulgence, let your able crew wade into the discourse. Good morning, Sani Saliu Abofo. Also now the way about coffee, tro. Because I tro, no tro. Okay, and so no. But I'm sure we so free past 6 and 12. Said you, Kumasi Asante Kotoko is now a political team directed by some politicians. When you guys talk about this, Yamponsa, Nine Triatidom say keep mute. They should stay away from the team. We humbly and most respectfully wish Mensia to voice out now. We, the true supporters, are suffering. Asam Kessieba, Franca, Ensiso, past 6, with the way Ifri Antoine and Abre, another issue. Marijata, it is saying,
Boko General. Bibia Ekupa.
Bibia Eku. Bibia also be fine. Nyami oho.
Oh sure.
Yes.
Sure.
Ngopo oho uji nyami di.
Oh yeah.
Na uwo yeah.
Bibia utu na si utu.
Yes.
Na me better way.
Nyami tiase. Nyami ti o.
Utu ene ma yake ntia.
Unhuza.
Sabre committee information center. General.
Eso bodi. And now you say obi ko ka kire o yire. Say, hey, uku, kasa, hey, uku no popular. So, we on very much.
Oh, amba.
Uku fina mi so mi uza asem no. We shame trima na ni si trima na me bre.
Kini yire na be ka kire.
Oh, ono na be ka kire me. Ba na nya hankomo. Oh. And I be pima no ha no.
Nenye.
Oso na yire so de on very.
Sisi.
Debi so first no nya da makra.
Na yire ya kasa kire ida.
This is all the car coffee ira. Zede ya pa. The car coffee ira ni aja. Oso on very me fi ro. O popular kwa o very me fi. Sa zimakadi ya obebo.
Awa Mohammed ni binu no.
David. Ubi answer for uji.
Awa Mohammed.
Awa. Yeah, do ko you.
Familiar boy.
Okay.
Anya awa kitwa. Ka wa panyi.
Yeah.
And ya come Mr. Kessben na da. And some kaka. Oh, na mo this guy dey say. Say, Asante Clough man.
Asante Club.
Son of him is so front my car, sorry. Asante Club, man. That's in the Banum, Banum, Papa. Now, if you hook my way. Oh, maintenance because we are four. It didn't be about Betty. Yeah, Muhammad from Labon. We are four.
What is it?
Your man is
General,
yeah.
Is it what the book of you?
Oh,
yeah. Yanko.
Runners in Venga, a call, Norwood, Liverpool training grounds, got presented. UEFA titles are those nominees from Liverpool last season. I mean, Wenger from FIFA or call Presentiomo. And that image in about one time for we started now as Wenger on my Arsenal and almost struggle. And as Wenger way, and as Wenger cry, judge Mateta cry, and who do this can fight, who do this can. But 20 more general on far they been to so. This is at the time of Wenger. Say Arsenal 4%. The na papa no ho na omoka. Wenger out was the main phrase and a very common Emirates. Say ball ekoswa. Wenger out was the biggest statement to Arsene Wenger. And Oberkai General, you look at two situations before and then Arsene Wenger, before and after Arsene Wenger, and yema to Arsenal. So one shey now beji when you say Arsene Wenger Sambra Bima and it was screen Wenger out. So the transitional process for Arsenal started from the days of Arsene Wenger. And yet China transitional process started. And we are talking about Arsenal 48 trophies and a general margin in their history. Arsene Wenger almost 17. Close to about 35-36% for a single manager. So my main camp before Arsene Wenger kakra, that was the time at George Graham ever for Arsenal from 1985 and I say 86 to just recently and I feel say at the time even Wenger that 96 Wenger with the Premiership, he's changed so many facets of the Premiership, including the club Arsenal. First of all, the club model, transfer policies are not Arsenal. And Arsene Wenger, and of course the playing style of the manager. Playing style will be any how Arsene Wenger a penny ball or pitch so. And the transfer policy was that Arsene Wenger for Arsenal to 496 players general, 103 pet and year or more DCKTI. So at a fee of 196 million euros and Arsene Wenger TI. Now talk about Pep Guardiola now you're about Manchester City. What 1 billion. Club about Liverpool now you were 530 million euros. As a Wenger, 22 years, 900 million is spending on transfers. And I'm saying it 496 something players or toy, 103 and 2 years. The model was so perfect for the club. And the style of play was that you have born into form. And you remember the days of George Graham. Now, a defensive oriented stars and into a League Cup or the league titles and a couple the Cup Winners' Cup. I mean the European Cup Winners' Cup final against Parma and at the can home. General, after George Graham, Arsene Wenger translated Arsenal into a very tough attacking side until 2006 when we reached the Champions League final. So that was when the transitional process started. So Henry left. Vieira also left at some point. Gilberto Silva, the long list of BR how to transit into the next stage. The next year was a key issue. As a Wenger team to talk for at the point, Madrid say, Fakakrato Ozil so na bra befano. Na as a Wenger bre. Suarez deal no Liverpool said Fakakra Tuso, no offer £1 to pet in the Atuso. Arsenal were not willing to buy. Yes, it's but the model limited extravagancy. And that was the situation in Arsenal. Everything was perfect until say Arsene Wenger decided to say general or court. Now talk about the reality after 22 years. What Jenny Bebre was setting up the tone. Platform making the club one of the biggest. And general said, oh, Casa Obe Sami Arsene Wenger at the time. Arsenal. Back in 2004, or J the Invincible, so 90 points and accumulate here. So breaking it down on the average. Let's just again be more than 2 points. About 2.4, 2.6. 90 points and accumulate here. The last season as in Wenger EPL 63 points. And that season 2004 considered just goals or considered was about 25 from 38 games. General, last season and as Wenger AD Emirates in 2018 considered over 50 goals. So in the best season about 25 goals were considered. In the West, the second now or conceding over 50 goals, and a points accumulation or dropping from 90 to 63. And you might turn it overnight. And you're overnight, literally. I'm talking about 22 years. But the TN say, I heard after Arsenal a movie on from Arsene Wenger, and they decided, say, I'm going to pay a manager or fit it into the bracket of Arsene Wenger. So they went for Unai Emery. Now Unai Emery, they were Sevilla, limited budget, but very much successful. Europa League, very dominant. La Liga, always stay in the top 4. Unai Emery and Timia survive in England. So they went for a manager who understands the game from Pep Guardiola's perspective in Arteta. Arteta so free Spanish side, and one abe who Unai Emery. Yet Arteta is also struggling. So general, we've said it. Football could do so. How to sustain and maintain your dominance, another thing. And how I offer so another thing. Arsenal could do so on my way. How to maintain as a Wenger couldn't. Unai Emery I'm a foul man in Asoro. When to me I left you, Arteta is really struggling. This season we all said Arsenal and talk. Omato see Bia yet unwomo. And it's struggle. General Intiasio because our Transit will struggle. Barcelona is struggle. Manchester United is struggle. Liverpool are struggle. After Benitez, until club by club on the but they are still struggling to move on from that squad on the G Premiership, edge the Champions League. Winning streak in so. And this is football. Milan is also struggling as at this point. I can say. Okay. So general, I tell you, one way because Juma no so say no. One way so I can say for Vengamra. But the reality is that transitional processes are always tough. And when year, Obebra go say bimpoa, now you are relegated to now. This is football.
Maritata. And the Omo Kasa the Manchester United at the Mateta or the Bayer DB pa.
Or the Belgian League.
Or the best perform pa a chain. Or the Belgian gonna soldier. Who now this has on the buyer? Who now the buy? Or the Belgian League.
Or could do Europa fan and on the Villarreal or the Belgian Cup.
Or the Belgian Cup.
Or the Belgian League.
Answer on two of the question.
If it's a quality they could Ateta, what they compare Manchester United with any fan.
Me read comment be from Jamaica. Me read comment. Me read comment be from Jamaica. I know Kase. Man United squad new crown.
Yeah.
What the map Pep Guardiola. What the man Liverpool coach fencing? Jurgen Klopp. And there's a third manager signed Bonidi. And Thomas Tuchel.
Okay.
And Thomas Tuchel. What the man any of these three are or league champion? Yemi Karaga. Okay. So Manchester squad new coach. What the man any of these three managers are or Belgian Premier League?
Sergio, Arteta. Is I'm not saying say only ya David, but when you tell me say Arteta is better than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, it's funny. Because last season Arteta squad Neni Mongwano or Alexander or Lacazette or Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang or Nicolas Pepe, then Bukayo Saka. Are you telling me say Premier League in your on front line individual be 4 or the first Smith Rowe no yemfa so ya akra no oba but Smith Rowe no or ya akra na yemfa so oba. The names here Maboboy, omo pedigree do my football mu any be omo profile no. Are we saying say your Premier League clubs are omo front 4 players omo far better than Arsenal?
Yes.
Arsenal will fair share. You see, Ufa Aubameyang, Ufa Lacazette, Ufa Nicolas Pepe, Ufa Bukayo Saka assistance now. Ubeti made the NATO to Manchester United front phone.
Oh yeah. Nicolas Pepe. He's not even at the level of Nicolas Pepe.
Andy, I saw no chance. Yeah, okay. No man landing. Who was in Bia? Now so can allow him.
On the left wing, and Omode Aubameyang bo. Are we saying Aubameyang? Rashford is better than Aubameyang. Until say or sign a contract that Arteta Bayern and Nehemiah Basa. Aubameyang is an established and accomplished forward than Rashford. True. And Lacazette should be better than the Cavani de Bemau. Because Cavani is 34 True. Cavani is 34 Cavani is 34 what performance no the Bemau? or your clinical finish out the chance in manner. Oh, actually,
Fredo the money.
No, we ain't now.
It's around what
I'm saying is offer Greenwood. Bukayo Saka in England national team is rated ahead of Greenwood. In England national, even club football, Bukayo Saka or ahead of Greenwood. Fine, wait to my cancer talent wise and the be and saying Greenwood de Basro, but at least they are the same level.
Okay.
Who else? Offer Arsenal. On back four, no? Is it that bad? It's what I'm saying is
yes.
Arsenal won a fair share. Arsenal
back for no.
It is that bad. Rob Holding, Callum Chumbers,
it is that bad.
And a current yen.
Never compare.
It is that bad.
Where we getting testing back for.
United for me ahead of fire Arsenal in terms of back four. What I say? I'm on midfield. Partey, Granit Xhaka, Enani, name them. Menya sure say Matic, Odegaard count. Menya sure say Matic, Fred, McTominay, ahead of Thomas Partey, Granit Xhaka, and then Enani, especially looking at the experience and everything. It I'm saying is
Bruno
conclude. Yeah.
Bruno
allow him.
Now can you do Manchester forward?
Conclude. So what's your worry?
Analysis.
I didn't do the entire squad.
What's the midfield?
I'm saying
we have attack midfield. Back for
United squad. No. United squad no. Is slightly ahead of Arsenal, but Arsenal has their fair share of talent. United is second, Arsenal the 12th.
Okay, we could do final.
UEFA. United the second, or the second league in the second or UEFA. Arsenal the 12th.
Yeah.
It will share talent Arsenal kita. Now the two United, you know, the difference, you know, any positions on the league log and the Europa League now, Chelsea only did far better than or the same. Arteta has not been better than Ole in any way.
Okay. Franco Naro and so Meko Awa Mohammed Ho. Please, I want your panel's comment on this. I'm Zobia Nikadiabo. SWAC president, the legendary Kwabena Yabo, has come out with these on baby jets. One, he wants to urge the FA to make Asamoah part of Ghana's AFCON team. Two, if not to play, he has a wealth of experience and a lot of inspiration to give to the players. Do they agree with SWAC president or not? Why and why? Personally, I totally agree with the writer 500% because we all saw what Asamoah did in the last AFCON, especially in our game against Tunisia. We as a nation really need him at the AFCON more than he needs us. We have to get a superstar in our team that will be a threat to other teams. Hashtag include Baby Jet in the AFCON team. Good morning, Saju. Gamshin, anyway, Abba. The show is live at Community 18. Community 18, Tema. In fact, I can't wait to see the combination of Mbappe, Benzema, and Vinicius on any good day. United will lift the EPL trophy this season. Forget about Chelsea. Hala Madrid. Phobia. Gamshin. Dodi Abba no pay, and so, I don't know. Maybe I call Awal Mohammed Ho. Namahead also a day Brayen. Okay, Maminko, so I say, Joe, good morning to you and your crew. I'm really impressed with how you people put on your outfits. It's always decent and on point. God bless you all and keep it up. Kobe, I have Kenya say, down so de Abreye and no. Me free Kobe Sua, when ho and Meko. We also a friend Dr. Afiko Jr. Agogo. Please ask Andy Kem if he signs Messi and Ronaldo. Can they deliver as we used to know them? Thank you. Also the Abreye and so no. We every Ajimandia Ajimandia is saying, Joe, why are you not reading my messages? So we the mekai. Ba mekai mi hunkwadia. Good morning. God bless you and your wonderful crew for the great job you guys are doing. White and I am concerned management still at post. They've said so many things that turned out to be the opposite. One, a press conference on achievements on the first 100 days. It never came on after a year in office, August 2020. 2. Adakoja Achi to be transformed and completed in 90 days. The first phase is still not complete after almost a year, September 2020. 3. Kumasi Asante Kotoko will be self-funded because he's bringing a lot of sponsors. Yet Otumfo and the board still fund the club. Most supporters don't know the details of most of the sponsorship stroke contracts he has signed. 3. Kumasi Asante Kotoko will take CAF to CAS. It hasn't happened. 4. Kumasi Asante Kotoko won't pay anything on contracts, players and technical team that the management has abrogated. Kumasi Asante Kotoko ended up paying huge sums of money. The next one you're saying, Kumasi Asante Kotoko has a competent legal team, yet we've lost every case against us. 6. How can a player agent and a competent CEO like Nana Yamponsa authorize an ITC to be sent to a North African team without payment? With a clear case of Kami Bunsu not long ago. Let me leave it here. We'll continue later. Ajimendua, unaudiwe and so abreyen. Mi fragimendua de enswa. Why so na minko Agapios, Agapios. Old Ningo Salem. What the pictures been about you? Many of them even good TV one. Just me. Okay. I feel young and also NCA. My man called Drobo. Augustine, if you Drobo, may I ask, where are the Kotoko Supporters Union? What are they doing? Are they sitting down concerned for the management and the board to manage Asante Kotoko this way? Augustine Drobo, also the Odia Banano. Awal Mohammed.
Sergio.
Yes, sir.
Sergio, yana adia omai bia sovereign. Say omaya edene hu how to protect its territorial integrity. And when omani timi determine say obema me say adia omai sovereign. Ana omaya edene hu how to protect its territorial integrity. Say bia bema adia ban omai nu ana say empene ma aden bia emba omai nu.
Carry on. Carry on.
And Sergio,
more fire.
The UK government, take a decision said there are some countries that are on the red list in terms of the COVID cases. No, so we a player not during this international break. So we a player who free that on mine more. Who corner uba who back pass it through about 10 to 14 days quarantine, of which is going to have a negative impact on the club, and that's the reason why Mo Salah. Liverpool decided to say omon manu kobo that game Egypt any Gabon and omoni Angola boy. So Sergio, one of the things even Brazil Fabinho, some of the players cry also say Brazil a part of the red list country. So Sergio, on June 3rd this year British government Egypt can normal categorize the red list, the green list and the amber list. Green list need so free our mind and say share any COVID problem okay. There is no be any self-isolation. But for free amber list now, I don't know, you will not be quarantined, but you have to pass through a self-isolation of about 10 days. But for the red list, you'll be quarantined for about 10 to 14 days, of which they have categorized some countries. That was the reason why on 3rd June the British health minister Eddie Egypt so can so when also are telling effect. So Mohamed Salah Egypt ahead of this international
studio
so Sergio is one of the things. Sergio Mamembo Zamalek Abaso Patrice Catron ayadie winning the 13th title for Zamalek. Offer not Tony Bisa me say na Ilali Omaji say na me see 42.
More.
Osim. And Andy ka say na Andy say kotoko. Sergio, Zamalek aji 13th title. The last time they won was 2014-2015 season. Now Sergio, Ocean League title Omaji only 6 of those players who were part of that season and the season we win. Woka Mahmoud Ganesh, Mohamed Abu Gabal, the goalkeeper, no. Mohamed Abdel Shafi, your left fullback, no. Tariq Hamid, and the midfielder, no. Ayman Hefni, and Yusuf Obama. Sergio almost suffer a lot. Mohamed Mustafa, their top marksman, left for Galatasaray. Just middle of the season, Ferjani Sassins, who leave the shores of Egypt, Eko joining Al Duhai, Ewakata. Quite apart from that, some injuries will be by Then time Jamie Pacheco share Jumanase no, now there were hitches in the results, especially during the CAF Champions League. I remember making that story here when they appointed Patrice Catron again. Mekase Yenshare whether it's going to be their proxy Jesus Christ. He couldn't do it in the Champions League, but he salvaged the title from the Nadi Al Ahly faithfuls. For about 6 seasons now, Al Ahly have been running riot, almost winning title. And picture by within 2 months, or winning the CAF Champions League, or winning the league, and also G Super Cup. And that's the reason why Okonoma Egyptians, especially Zamalek faithfuls, they be a more time and Adi Al Ahly. Ya no margin say there are always some governmental interference in especially coercing or influencing some of the state-owned companies to sponsor Al Ahly at their own expense. Ntiomunu say ya no so ka on ma debia Al Ahly enya an edge. This is a political game that's always been going on between Zamalek and Al Ahly. There is a one referee of Free Scotland, said you a friend Hugh Dallas. During time Hosni Mubarak every Akunyaso, there was a game when football was coming back. Officiating. Or see this one is older than the old firm derby that's in Scotland. And no tell how the politics, even there are some Zamalek faithful almost who say Murtada Mansour, mo president ni free Akunyaso, was Zamalek. There was governmental interference. Or more said there were some Qatari hackers or mutimi haki phone conversation or nyae odidi Mahmoud Al Khatib atem. So as I say Murtada Mansour or Egyptian Olympic Committee eka almost so ye yini free Akunyan so and also nya a negative effect on him ema of free Zamalek Akunyan so kwa debia
the movie mra ebeto dwa bededi say Zamalek amuna agi title no enti pitch no so score line na kire say amuna agi no eni gi ekoso ewo pitch no so no twas way
and what 3-0 it was an emphatic score line 6 minutes na and the player Ahmed Zizou Eddie can share the first goal no osa the second goal kaona Ashraf Benshaki 88 minutes or the Jumanisi man here 3-0 emphatic win. I think say I need to congratulate Zamalek. They've done the yeoman's job. Who say Joe FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup so koso.
Before so call Piso Musumani or coach Emma Ali. O chechrim minim so o soundo convincing na alikuntia Ali entimi anye title no this time. Na ready yentie Piso Musumani.
ما فيش طاقه بقى في بشكل واقع خلاص فقدنا الطاقه تعبانين لعيبه مرهقه
we were a little bit tired
ومنهكين وتعبانين في اخر الموسم
we are human beings
واحنا طبعا بني ادمين في الاخر
you must know this past 10 months
من 10 اشهر دلوقتي بنلعب
we won the dowry
كسبنا بطوله الدوري
we won the Egyptian Cup
كسبنا كاس مصر
we've won the Super Cup
كاس السوبر
we've won 2 Champions League
سوبر افريقيا يعني واثنين بطوله افريقيا
and we won a medal for Africa in the World Cup
وميداليه برونز خدناها لافريقيا في كاس العالم للانديه
against teams like Bayern and Palmeiras
لعبنا فرق كبيره زي بايرن ميونخ وزي بالميراس
and we have had 5 players going to the Olympic Games
وعندنا برضو خمسه من اللاعبين من قوام الفريق بتاعنا راحوا المنتخب الاولمبي لعبوا اولمبيين
and we have had more players than any other team in the Egyptian national team
وفي المنتخب الوطني لعيبه الاهلي اكتر من لعيبه اي نادي تاني عندنا
same as with the Olympic team
برضو المنتخب الاولمبي فيه لعيبه من الاهلي اكتر من اي نادي تاني
and we played many games
ولعبنا ماتشات كتيره برضو في
we've been to South Africa
ولعبنا في جنوب
افريقيا
we've been to Sudan رحنا السودان لعبنا في
we've been to Kinshasa
رحنا كينشاسا
we've been to Qatar 2 times
ورحنا قطر مرتين
we've been everywhere
واحنا في كذا حته لفينا كتير لعيبه
at the end of the day
وفي الاخر طبعا
after all this that I've mentioned
بعد كل الحاجات اللي قلتها لكم دي
we were a little bit tired
طبعا طبيعي ان احنا هنبقى تعبانين شويه ده شيء
but we fought for the dowry
لا في الاخر مفيش طاقه
si okay more edika hon or convincing
yes life never seen a team out dominate here forever who dominate here as we do peak you try to I'll be descending kakra so no not sang that momentum. It's about what will happen probably next season, which is important, but not what had just happened. Because we are, as I speak to you now, talking about African champions. We are talking about the African champions. They couldn't win the league, yes. And must that be the end of the world? No. I'll see how they will gather from now and they call the next season in the because Ali traveling around no more say no money now. Now we must so look at the Champions League final level Morocco. What did they have to go through to go there?
into Babaka cry to affect matches abobo locally.
Okay.
And only supporters, and I think that they need to understand.
We can create your mind.
You can't win everything.
We can create your mind. Wow.
To whom match is given, match is expected to bra. Or $100,000 a month.
The Casana, the only treaty money na me fire me to my fatigue them apart from an only case.
Only case. Obra only case.
So Tina me say. Na some no kind.
Na say fatigue yes no okay.
Na me Tina say do me say apart from can say me be.
The moment I be fatigue na.
Atu no. Esa oji do kan nyina tu.
No, say that
me fatigue.
Na ma fatigue ne bai.
Omako wini we wa ha. Omako akbo we. Omako ha say. Omako kata 2 times. Omako dia Congo. Omako South Africa. Omako Morocco.
Club World Cup. Akoti bronze.
Omo matches.
Na omo players.
Enu ti fatigue ba. O say fatigue na obeja tu ba so kan ya o.
Kan ni na da.
Bani na so much.
No, but all the point that he stated wasn't only about
fatigue ne bai.
Nisem no kan.
No,
you can play the tape again.
Mami more example. Also 5 players from the team no.
Yes.
Echo Olympic
and
say fatigue. 5 players from the team. I'm called Japan. Kobo by definitely fatigue.
We can play the thing.
Okay, Yedibesia. Our World Beach Soccer no yentimi nko home run ko. Yanko for commercials kakra Emraiba. Na afi the local source no atwaso ama o share Kessben television 93.3 Kumasi Enkrai 92.9 program no ebewe dumienu Ali Baba Dankambari make us say on na pamfo nyina ewo Enkrai and the Kessben studio e won krai no free drada e ho no matra e di program no abre ya enti on ba be transit dumienu pepepe no the breaking news no atwaso e de amai me fa commercial kakra ba nsa na kwa mbike the local stories no e nyina so aba Kofi Champon
na me kai say only gonna Kessben Ateta beji FA Cup ni community shield ama Arsenal olugana nyanji bibia ma Manchester right mpena na pesa mekai
Can Kumasi and David go suspend? Oh, I do sign level so be unfunded.
Debut, assembly say, and will be unfunded. What is your Bianca only out?
What's the next? I see. Oh, Bajo. Into Minansi so. Na that could see say, don't go fast on by so be unfunded. It be transfer.
On
this Obia very dear note.
Sports. Kessben Sports.
Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
Andy Kem and so Kakra. Andy Brem, Refrikala Swaba, and then I'll be the by say, Muma Church and Madrid for goals now, people was now. Yempe Kala, now on so much and I've been the me show pass and Nuntina, while the black here, right. I mentioned I'm no names, I know him no and said I
no, Mitchell,
do so. But they are to an Nasri. Oh, that's how we say. No, we need to look at no one as well. I don't know. That was the question you was. I ba.
Nema mensa. Sorry, Sergio. Kameka. Kotokone Karela match on board Sunday.
Yeah.
The first one was Kotokogu na Ivan Sadumaku at the 2 net. Referees in the gen offside no. Debate on maybe feels any offside, they be say offside. The second one was Karela Gono. Mushe referees ni jina hoa eventual omuji gono. Line one linesman flag here. Yemu be feels a ball on the offside. I said it was offside, I said it wasn't. Until debate mu be until bepe expert opinion. Then the next one was the penalty no. Kotokunya no. Was there a penalty or not? And then penalty na boy no Fabio Gama boy no was it supposed to be retaken and answer no because in the video you have 2 players from both sides and Cruci until no need opinion.
So we are ready to answer that question. Right. Now we go Andy Kemo. Andy. Yeah.
Obi busa ebobo players we no busa say me de almost Chelsea first 11 ni mo say na Thomas Tuchel next season obey no Rafael Varane, Sergio Ramos, Thiago Silva as a 3-back no maintaining the other players na flops of the Euros. Bruno Fernandes of Manchester United Dikan followed by Harry Kane and Leroy Sane. We will have flops of the Euro 2020. Tell you my mention say from Mr. Uzi Don Kodiana or see Legon cities practically mo ben relegation HSA or mo beji league no tie nkoma ku Bashir Hilford e kan na Stella who is o man ni ma ya on betima are relegated. So those are matches now almost 38 points. Now Baba fa Interlicer almost that one almost 26 points. Liberty or Tosun was 32 points. But so okay sa points na dia na chese ben. But so their games left. Ombebo Kimfesa in a way. Kimfesa the 16th. Ombebo became United at home. Became that